Hello, welcome back to a Good Kind of Plan. This is Myra, and I am so thankful that you have decided to be with me and hang out with me. I wanted to give you a flip through of a few couple of days or some very specific symbols. For instance, if I make a circle to a task, that means that it is important and I need to get it done. If I make a right arrow, it means that it's going to be moved to the next day. If I make a check, it means that it has been completed. If I make a cross, typically means that it has been canceled. However, if I make a dash, it means it is in progress. So these are some of the most common icons, symbols that I use in my planner. These are from Daiso and they're $1. That is what these are. I use a thin permanent marker from, I don't know, I've used different ones. This is the one I keep at home, and this is the Le Pen permanent marker. And that's what I use with these flags. I love using sticky notes. I don't know if it's because it helps me focus more on that specific task or event. If they are important, I use sticky notes for reminders, important meetings, or important tasks. So that is what was happening here. As you can see, there's a couple of sticky notes around. I don't use a ton of stickers, but I use sticky notes. I also use them to divide projects and assignments if they're big assignments. I also add little, if I'm doing something out of the ordinary, I will add it to the top just so that it's not with the rest of the everyday things or every week things. And yay, I ordered my planner. Must have been an exciting day for me because look at that. Here, I use purple and pink not often. I highlighted the meetings that I had, I guess because any other headers I was using my little flags, but meetings I was highlighting them with the appropriate marker. Add a lot of journal entries. This is really not journal, but I did add a little notes. I guess I just didn't have my journal with me and I wanted to write it down. Again, unusual. I wanted to see it at the very top. I had my to-do section at the very top, and then typically any appointments here and there. This day, very simple. I know I had things to do. I guess I just didn't use it. And here we are. If you have your planner with you, if you want to watch this video as you are planning, I decided actually not to do anything for Saturday because I realized that we're going to be in and out, and I'm not quite sure. I need to talk to my family to decide what we have. We do use our phones to add any kind of appointments and meetings. However, there's times that, not actually, what I've realized is that it is important to check in every single night with my family and make sure that there isn't anything that we missed. And so I'm going to wait until I speak to them to ensure that there's nothing that I am missing. So far, I only have my to-do and a video that I want to make about how I budget. I am someone who didn't know how to budget. I didn't take care of my finances. I didn't know how to, and with a lot of trial and error, I came up with a system that works well for me, and it is not perfect, and I am 100% aware and sure that there are some things that I have missed. However, I do think that it is realistic to someone who was and is in the same stage of life that I am, that is learning, that is willing to learn, and is not afraid to make mistakes to make sure that it gets better. So I maybe want to share that with you. Finances are just such a hard thing to talk to people about, and obviously it is embarrassing to say that you don't know how to do something, but part of growing is also acknowledging that there's growth to be made, and I think that I'm in that stage where I just want to help people. Thank you for watching and for being with me. Just FYI, today I used a Pilot G2 0.5, so 05. I used the Tumble Futonosik, and I used the Daiso flags for this. Okay, have a great day. Bye.